So, if you've ever been on a Royal Caribbean cruise, I bet you've heard people talking about one of their most exclusive, most high-end dining options, the chef's table. We're talking a multi-course, wine-paired dinner that promises to be a night you won't forget. I mean, you see quotes like this and it really sets the bar high, right? It paints this picture of an absolutely perfect evening. And honestly, when you see that long, elegant table all set up, glittering with wine glasses, you can totally see why. But here is the million-dollar question. When you're shelling out extra money on top of what you already paid for your cruise, you gotta know, is it actually worth it? So in this explainer, we're gonna break it all down so you can decide for yourself if this is a must-do or a hard pass. Okay, first things first. What is the chef's table exactly? Because let me tell you, it is so much more than just another dinner. It's a full-blown culinary event. The best way to think about it is like dinner and a show. The food is the star, of course, but the creators, that's the chef and the wine expert, the sommelier, they're your personal hosts for the entire night, walking you through every single delicious detail. So how does this all come together? Well, it's super intimate, usually just a dozen guests or so, and it's not a quick meal planned for a few hours. You're not just eating these amazing courses, you're hearing the story behind the food and the wine directly from the experts. And that personal touch, my friends, is what really makes it feel special. Okay, so you've pulled the trigger, you've booked it. What's the night actually like? What's the vibe? And maybe most importantly, what are you supposed to wear? This is your chance to get a little fancy. You don't need to go full-on tuxedo or anything, but definitely think special occasion. We're talking a nice dress, maybe a dress shirt, maybe even a tie. It just makes the whole evening feel that much more elevated. Now, something you might not realize is that where the dinner is held can totally change the atmosphere. On some ships, it's in a private corner of the huge, bustling main dining room, but on others, it's in a place like the Solarium Bistro, and a lot of people say the Solarium is way better. It's quieter, you get these incredible sunset views, and you don't feel like you're on display for everyone else. And now for the part we've all been waiting for, the main event, the food. Let's walk through what this incredible gourmet journey actually looks like. You know you're in for a real treat when people are leaving reviews that rave about the bread. So this right here is a pretty typical menu. Now it can change from ship to ship, but you get the idea. It starts off light and fresh with scallops, then moves into this rich, incredible soup and lobster salad. Then you build up to the mains, roasted fish and filet mignon, and finish it all off with a dessert they call the world. And yep, every single course has its own wine pair. First course, scallop carpaccio. Scallops slice so thin they are almost transparent. With yuzu citrus and crunchy quinoa, this contrast is what gets your taste buds going. And it's not just about what you're eating, it's how you're eating it. Take that smoked tomato soup. The bowl comes out with just the garnishes in it. And then, right there at the table, the server comes by and pours the hot soup right over the top. It's these little bits of theater that just make it so cool. Almost halfway through this culinary journey now, the main lobster salad, with the lobster tail left undressed, it just speaks for itself, with 3 dressings to try with it: pineapple, cilantro, and vanilla. Course 4 is branzino, a Mediterranean sea bass served Mediterranean style, of course. This here is the apex of the whole meal, the filet mignon. It will be cooked to your preference, don't worry. Rich flavors here: grilled meat, truffle, Cabernet Sauvignon. Dessert time, the final act of this production. This is the world, a chocolate globe that melts before your eyes with the hot caramel poured over, revealing a luscious interior of salted caramel gelato, peanut butter ganache, and chocolate mousse. Another presentation masterclass. This delectable concoction is also served in Wonderland restaurants on Royal Caribbean. And that's really what it boils down to. Between the chef telling you the story behind each dish and the sommelier explaining the wine, it's a full-on delicious performance. Alright, let's get down to brass tacks. Let's talk about the money. Is this experience really worth the price of admission? So, the price usually hovers right around $99 a person, but, and this is a big but, here's a little insider tip. Book it before you get on the ship. If you use the app or the website, you can often snag it for a little less, sometimes even as low as $89. So what does that $99 get you? Well, aside from 6 courses of incredible food, it gets you a lot of drinks. You get a welcome glass of champagne, 5, count 'em, 5 different glasses of wine with your meal, and then an espresso martini with dessert. That's 7 drinks. Okay, so let's do some quick cruise math. If you were to walk up to a bar on the ship and order those 7 drinks one by one, your bill would be about $98. So think about this for a second. If you don't have a drink package, the math is just staggering. You're basically paying for the alcohol you were probably going to drink anyway, and you're getting a 6-course, 3-hour gourmet meal for free. It's an incredible value. Yeah, the experience can be a little different depending on your ship. Some chefs are amazing storytellers, others are more quiet. You might get a sommelier who, no joke, plays a guitar during dessert. And that really cool galley tour they used to do, sadly, that's not a thing anymore. But the biggest variable of all is the other people at your table. And when the group at your table clicks, it can be the absolute best part of the whole thing. I mean, you're all there for the same reason. You love cruising, you love food, so the conversation just flows. And by the end of the night, you can feel like you're just having dinner with a bunch of old friends. So, after all that, let's bring it home. We've talked about the food, the vibe, the cost. Is the chef's table actually right for you? Let's make this super simple. This is perfect for you if you're an adventurous eater, if you love meeting new people, and especially if you don't have a drink package. If you want a long, memorable evening that's more of an event than just a meal, then yes, go for it. But if you're a picky eater, if you're looking for a quiet, romantic dinner for 2, if you're on a tight budget, or if you just want a faster meal, you might want to check out one of the other specialty restaurants instead. At the end of the day, the chef's table is a bit of a gamble. You're gambling on the menu, on the chef, and most of all, on your table mates. But when all those stars align, it has the potential to be not just a fantastic meal, but maybe the single most memorable night of your entire vacation. So the only real question left is, are you willing to roll the dice? And if you really want to gamble on it, wait until you're on the ship. If it's not booked up already, you can get even better savings, as they don't like empty seats around the table. So, what's the verdict on Chef's Table? Add a comment below if you've done this or are considering it. What ships do it best? I am the Walking Cruiser. Be sure to head to my channel for more reviews, ship tours, and all things cruise. And while you're there, why not subscribe to keep updated? Plus, it really helps the channel. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.